Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to present to you the release notes of BullUMIT's Beas Manufacturing 2020.12. We're going to start out with the highlights and then outline the new features and improvements of the fresh release. Stay with me and get familiar with all that the new release has to offer. Among many improvements in this last release of 2020, we have added support to SAP Unit of Measure groups, redesigned our web Product Configurator, and added new document management functions to it. And as a larger improvement of the Beas script, we have enhanced user events. With this functionality, you can use the features of SAP and can define a simple conversion factors related to groups. This adds more integration in SAP without losing the compatibility to older Beas versions. How Beas supports this? If you define a group in the item, the UOM group is activated for this item. If this is activated, you can only choose the UOMs defined in the UOM group as Production UOM, Inventory UOM, and in Bill of Materials as Input UOM. The system uses the factor defined in the UOM group as conversion factor. All program areas support this: Master Data, Item, Bill of Materials, UOM definitions, MRP, Calculation, Purchase System, Pre-calculation, and so on. For more information, please visit our documentation page. Now the production lot size is considered in pre-calculation by multiplying the fixed cost, material, setup times, or surcharge with as many lots that are required. In Beas, we have two different lot sizes. Lot size per calculation, which is the quantity to produce considered for pre-calculation features. Post-calculation takes quantity to produce in the work order. Lot size per production, the maximum quantity that the item can be produced by the work order. When an item is calculated with more quantity, lot size calculation, than the production lot size, the system multiplies fixed surcharges for the required lot sizes. These are material fixed surcharge, routing setup time, and surcharge lot size. In this example, if an item calculation lot size is 50 and the production is 10, we can see a fixed cost as the surcharge is multiplied by 5, considering that we need to produce the item 5 times. Since Beas 2020.11, Beas Item Master Data function is integrated as a beta option in the SAP Item Master Data window. As of Beas 2020.12, Item Master Data functions are already available as an integrated solution. As a default setting, with new databases, Beas will always open the SAP Item Master Data if you click on a yellow arrow of an item data in Beas Forms and SAP Forms. Please note that Beas can open the SAP form only if Beas is started inside the SAP system. With the support of unit of measurement groups, the general concept of measurement has been improved. Now the system saves the conversion but calculates the factor always again. Result is a number form type float, and this can work with up to 20 decimal places. Now UOM groups are supported in all places. Regarding the opposite from and to unit, it is enough to calculate in one direction. The system automatically searches in the opposite way and calculates the formula with one formula. The input quantity has always received full support. With the Beas service layer, it is simple to do the conversion. For a great number of examples, please visit our script documentation. The production lot size defines the number of items you can produce at once. In the past, the lot size for production was defined in the inventory UOM only. Now you can define this in inventory or production UOM. For this, you have the unit field in which you can choose the inventory or production UOM. The item master data and work order bill of materials list now support input unit. The following changes have been made in the list view. Standard fields are changed. The quantity is in input unit. You can activate the editable function for many fields, but input in production unit is not possible in the future, only input unit. If you change the quantity in input unit, the system automatically calculates the quantity in production unit, warehouse unit, and total quantity in warehouse unit. You can change the unit from input quantity, but only the units which were defined in the unit group of this item. If no unit group is defined, it is not possible to change the UOM. This is the same functionality as in the BOM detail window. The Item Master Data Bill of Materials window has the same functionality. For more information, see Beas Activity Log. We have included a new editable field in the routing list. This is the same editable field that we can find inside Routing Master Data Extended tab. We have reorganized the parameters of the web configurator so that the customer could have a single place to set their options. This includes a parameter update tool for existing customers. We moved all setup to global parameters. In this way, it is easier for the users to configure the apps, and we don't need to duplicate parameters shared across different apps for the same program group. A process will be executed the first time you install this new version to migrate the old setup to the new place. Now you can access the Setup button for the Web Configurator from the Program Groups window. We added a shortcut to access these parameters from the main menu. We added 2 new parameters that allow customers to select whether to activate the sales order or quotation button. By enabling 2 parameters, we make the selection easy, and you can have 3 options: quotation only, sales order only, or both. The default value will be sales order, as the sales order cannot be disabled if the quotation option is turned off. These 2 new options affect the main menu to display the entries to display the sales order quotations and the cart view to convert the cart into a sales quotation or sales order. By default, the allow sales order is yes and allow sales quotation is no. A sales employee or customer can cancel sales documents that were created from the web app. For this, a new parameter is available in the general setting of the Web Configurator apps. If a document, sales order, or quotation can be cancelled, you will see a button at the bottom of the sales order view, Cancel the order. Please note that a document can be cancelled if the status is open and no line is linked to other documents. This includes links to Beas work orders. The overall look and feel of the Web Product Configurator has been updated to use the Boyumaiti style, and now it looks more similar to Boyumaiti's more modern products. Now the Picking Sales Order web app supports sales BOM items, non-inventory items, allowing to pick its component partially as well. This also impacts the delivery process. With the user events, it is possible to customize Beas functions like work order creation, APS calculation, and so on. Now, working with the user events is more simple than before, which helps the automation and optimization of workflows. We have added the following: additional user event names, received pattern names, and parameter names without losing compatibility. In script documentation area user events, all events are described. As a new function, a multi-selection window with full text search is available. The full text search checks if ID and input exactly is the same, not case sensitive, or if input text is part of name, not case sensitive. Now the following parameters are saved into Beas user.ini file instead of Beas.ini. In CCC environments, Beas.ini file is shared between different users that belong to different companies. We implemented functionality to save last logged database into Beas_user.ini file that belongs only to each user and it is not shared with others. This concludes our video on new features, existing feature and system improvements, and fixes of Boyumaiti's Beas Manufacturing 2020.12. We encourage you to upgrade to this latest version of our solution and to keep in touch concerning any questions you might have. Please visit our community on the link below and stay tuned for our upcoming videos.